in the range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? No better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action than no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action than no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. for the first time with Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
Oh, it's real easy to celebrate the throw there, but this was all about the protection because he had all day to sit back, survey the situation, and then really step into that one. He wouldn't have been able to do it without the help of his offensive line, though.
Jet sweep. Here comes Fuller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 16-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return, it's James. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First down, it's Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. It's a good return here. It's going to get all the way up close to the 35. Turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Oh, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there. Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? You have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got the first down, and he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught at the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Dancing to his left. Now he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken way up at the 25. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, Texans.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And this throw will be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. When they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball, understanding where the receiver is running his route, allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now Ka'imi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The 1st half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 44 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. About 3 yards there to the 27. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 63 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Watson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the red zone now, Watson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
Now they try the right side here, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because We always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly they're still short for fourth. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Live for this.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken way up at the 25. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. That'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Watson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Off play action. Watson. He's letting it fly for Crooks. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Donald Parham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Texans 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got this down to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Texans.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On the option, it'll be Hurts. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 33. That one good for 37 yards. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, a hit as he throws there, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it.